What up, y'all? It's your guy Dawson from D&D TV. Thank you for rating, commenting, and subscribing. Everybody who's donated, those of you all who will. Also, go over to my other YouTube channel, Dawson Speaks TV. Make sure you subscribe over there and click that notification bell so you get notifications when I drop a new video. Now, let's get into this topic. All right, you all, thanks for clicking on the video. I hope everyone is doing well. Now, as I approach these stories with respect, I want you all to be respectful down in the comments. Now, I know there are some people who say, well, Dawson, I just want to say what I want to say. I got to get it off my chest. No, I want you to say what you want to say, but if it's something vulgar or something that's going to be hurtful, I want you to turn on your own webcam, turn that phone around your camera, go live on your own YouTube account, and you can say whatever you want to say over there, okay? But if you're coming here, please be respectful. All right, y'all. Now, this story is coming out of Arkansas. 6 years after his involvement with the fatal robbery of a young man, 20-year-old Trayvon Hayes Miller of Sherwood is going to prison for killing a transgender girl whom prosecutors say Miller murdered to cover up their sexual relationship. Friends and acquaintances told Sherwood police that Miller was afraid that people would think he was gay and that the victim, Brayla Stone of North Little Rock, had told him she was going to make their relationship public. Sentencing papers filed describe Miller's motive for killing Brayla Stone in June 2020. Documents show that Miller, who turned 20 last week, pled guilty to first-degree murder in exchange for a 50-year sentence imposed by County Circuit Judge Barry Sims. Trayvon Miller will have to serve at least 35 years before he can apply for parole, which will make him 53 years old when he becomes eligible for early release given credit for time served. Wow. Now I'm going to let you all watch this video and I'll be back with the rest of my commentary. And you all know me, I'm Dawson, and I won't hold back.
New tonight, police have made an arrest in the death of who was found dead inside a car on a Sherwood walking trail last week. Police served a capital murder warrant for Trayvon Miller today. He was taken into custody without incident, and he's being held at the Pulaski County Regional Jail awaiting his arraignment.
All right, y'all. Now, first of all, I want to give my condolences out to the family and the friends of Brayla Stone. No matter who and what people are or how they identify, y'all, people love their children. They love their family. And so I'm sending my condolences out to them, and I'm glad that justice was served on their behalf. Now, let me also say this. Now, Mr. Miller told the courts that he shot the victim because he didn't want the victim to go public with their relationship. And my thing with that is like, bruh, you thought that people didn't know about you and Brayla, but trust me, they knew. Your friends knew, your girlfriend at the time knew, as well as the victim's friends. They knew as well. And during the police investigation, while you were in jail, they conducted interviews and they talked to people that know you and they knew the victim as well. And they all said the same thing, that they knew that something was going on between you and the victim. The day that Mr. Miller shot the victim, he told people what he had done. As a matter of fact, he called his manager. He worked at the local Arby's, and he told his manager. He called the manager and said, I effed up. I effed up big time, and I messed up, and I won't be back for a very long time. And when the manager tried to inquire and ask Miller, what are you talking about? What have you done? He only told her, watch the news. And the manager did watch the news, and she called the police to report that Miller had not shown up for work the day before the victim's body was found. Are you kidding me? And I know I get a lot of people in the comments whenever I do these videos or on other videos when people talk about this. Oh, these people were tricked. These men were tricked. Clearly, you can see that in this case, he wasn't tricked. Everybody knew. And there's always a couple of women who support these guys. I don't know if it's because y'all want them or whatnot, or you got children from them. Or some, not all, some of these women will stand by these men who they know are trans attracted, or they got children from them. Oh, Skeet Skeet ain't do that. I got 2 children from Skeet Skeet. Well, we know you got 2 children from Skeet Skeet. We glad you got 2 children from Skeet Skeet. But what you need to know that we already know is that Skeet Skeet just wasn't skeeting in you. Now, let me stay on topic. I said we was going to be nice. Y'all know how I get when I get going. Stay on track, Dawson. Now, let me bring this on home. Let me bring it on home, y'all. Miller was on his way to becoming a career criminal. And I know some of y'all are like, well, how can you say that, Dawson? He's only 20 years old. Well, you know I got the facts. Here it go. In April 2016, Miller, then 14, was the youngest of 3 teens charged with capital murder. Take a breath. So this your second time. in the same town. He was charged with capital murder in the fatal shooting of Brian Allen Thomas. 6 months later, Miller made a deal, here he goes making another deal, with prosecutors to plead guilty to aggravated robbery in juvenile court and testify against his co-defendants. In exchange, prosecutors dropped the murder charge. Miller did not have to testify as his co-defendants, Quincy Parker, 15 at the time, and Xavier Terrell Porter, 17, pled guilty 8 months later. In this particular case, Quincy Porter accepted 10-year sentence for aggravated robbery, while Xavier Parker received 20 years for aggravated robbery and first-degree murder. Those young boys' life gone. Now, wait a minute, I got more on Miller. In May 2019, Miller was arrested again and charged with robbery and second-degree criminal impersonation for allegedly attempting to rob two people in a Walmart parking lot in Little Rock by posing as a security guard. Less than a year later, he was arrested on weapons-related charges before being released. This young man was on his way to becoming a career criminal. I am glad that justice has been served on behalf of the victim. And I should say victims, because if we're talking about the people that Mr. Miller terrorized during his short time out here in open society, there are many people, and I'm just glad that he's going to be locked up for a long time. Now, let me say this. While I was doing my research on this particular topic, I read a lot of blogs, articles on this particular case, and I watched some videos. And in many comment sections in the news articles and everything, a lot of people, you know how we get, as black people, oh, we failed this boy. When people were talking and looking through Mr. Miller's criminal history, as well as those two boys who are now in prison for murder, people were saying, oh, we failed these boys. Oh, we dropped the ball. We let them down. Let me tell you all something. I didn't let anybody down. I didn't drop the ball. I'm not taking the blame for that. I want to know where were the parents? Where was mom? Where was dad? Where were the guardians? They let those boys down. If you do the crime, you're going to do the time. Like, we know this. So I didn't let anybody down. I don't feel any guilt. The only people I feel sorry for are the ones that were murdered and the people in that town that were assaulted, because Trayvon, he basically terrorized Sherwood, his town in Arkansas. That's what I'm concerned about. That we have him, he's not out to harm anyone. That's what I'm concerned about. So when it comes to somebody, oh, we let these kids down, no, I'm not taking that. No, if you want to sit by the court's door or the prison's door and sing Willow Weep for Me, then that's what you do. I'm not doing it. Nope. Now I'm off of this topic. I can't believe that we let them down. Yeah, right. Now go off in the comments. Let me know what you think about this topic. Until next time, it's your guy Dawson. Take care of yourself and each other. And again, I want to send my condolences out to the family and friends of the victims in these cases. Peace.